Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating to Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this 4x4 block from Dollar Tree. I am going to take and paint antique white just on the front of it. And I'm just going to make sure that that's fully covered. I didn't do 2 coats or anything, just one, because we're going to decoupage a napkin. So I wanted the background to be light so that the napkin is nice and bright. Once I have that all painted and it's all dry, I'm going to add a coat of Mod Podge to the top of this. And I'm just going to do nice even coats all the way across the whole thing, and then I'm going to let that fully dry. Once that was fully dry, I'm going to take this napkin, and this is from Hobby Lobby. I also believe I have them in some of my napkin bundles, but I just love the colors on these napkins and the design. They're beautiful. I'm going to lay that down, use a piece of parchment paper, and then my little iron, which I got at Walmart. And it's just a travel iron. That's why it's small. It's no special iron, just a regular clothing iron. And that's on high heat with no steam. Once I have that all ironed out, I'm going to take my little sander and I'm going to sand off the excess napkin. Just go around, going in one direction with the sander, just pulling down. Don't go back and forth. And just keep pulling down and do that all the way around till the napkin is all off. Then I'm going to set that aside for a minute. And I am going to take this leaf. I believe that this came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm going to paint this with the color Marigold. And again, I'm only just going to paint the front of this because it's going to be laying on top of the little square that we just painted and put the paper on. So you won't see the back side of it. So you only need to paint the front of this. Once I had that fully painted and it was fully dry, I'm going to take some antique wax and I'm just going to kind of go around the edges and darken those up. And I'm going to run it kind of in the middle along the little lines and stuff. I'm not going too crazy with the wax on this, but I do want to put a little bit of wax on it so that it just doesn't fall into the background of the napkin and get lost on it. So once I have that all done, I'm going to antique wax around the sides and the back of my block. And then I'm going to also kind of run it along the edges around the napkin as well. So just very little bit onto the napkin. And again, just going around doing all those sides so it's all stained nicely. Just kind of going around the edges of the napkin. Give it a little bit of a rustic look and then finish out by staining the entire back. And that way there, it's fully finished and looks really nice. I let that fully dry. Now I'm going to take some of this Aleene's tacky glue, put that all over the entire back of the leaf. And then I'm going to put that onto the little block, but I'm going to kind of do it at an angle. And then I made a little bow with some satin ribbon that kind of matched the colors that I had going in the whole theme. It's like a little gold color. I'm going to put that right at the stem of the leaf, and that is it. This project is finished. I think this turned out so super cute. I love all the colors. It just screams fall. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.